Hello and welcome to my English coaching class. I'm your English teacher, Sayyid Ashikur Rahman. Students, in our last class, we were continuing Deep Water. It's chapter from the book Flamingo. This is text followed by the NCERT textbook prescribed by CBSE. Okay, so just we were continuing the chapter Deep Water and how the narrator was engaged in the fear of water, we are able to see. So who is the narrator here? The William Douglas. How the William Douglas, the protagonist, it's autobiographical writing. How he was in problem, how he is able to rectify his problem, how he can challenge himself, he can overcome his problem, we are able to see in the upcoming or in today's class. Just students, I'm resuming myself back the class within few seconds. So as if you will be a new user to my video, please subscribe my video, please subscribe my channel, and you can enjoy the videos and whatever the and just press the bell icon. Whatever videos I'll be uploading, you can enjoy. Okay. Yeah, students. So in our last class, we have covered till here, where the narrator, the William Douglas, the protagonist, the hero, the writer, the narrator of the chapter Deep Water. So where in his time he is having the fear of water. And fear of water has captured him in such a way that he's not able to come up or he's not able to overcome the fear of water. But he challenges, he set his determination, he's challenged himself, and he is able to overcome the fear of water. Okay? And as he challenged himself, he did not challenge like that. He took the instructor who trained him, who gave a platform, who gave a chance to come up and show his skills of swimming. Yes, indeed, this boy proved himself to be true, who can learn and share his experience to all. Yes, that's true. We are getting everywhere. It's available everywhere. But still, I want to make you aware. I want to make you aware. This kind of terror, when is there in our mind, is there in us, wherever this we do present or not, we might be committing this kind of error. Okay, students. So see, we'll be initiating with the next paragraph that we have completed till the it fled and swam on. So we'll start from the next paragraph. Yet I had residual doubts. I have some doubts. At my first opportunity, I hurried west and went up the Tibetan to Conrad Meadows. Up the Conrad Creek trail to Medic Glacier and camped in the high meadow by the side of Warm Lake. The next morning, I dived into the lake and swam across to the other shore and back. Just as Doug Copron used to do, I shouted with joy and Gilbert Peak returned to echo. I had conquered my fear of water. See, students, what happened here? Yet I have residual doubts. I have some doubts. Okay. At my first opportunity, I hurried west. The very first beginning, see, when opener batsman come, there's lots of pressure. So similarly, at first opportunity, I hurried west. He started moving towards the west and went up the Tibetan to Conrad Meadows. He went near to the Tibetan and what? Conrad Meadows. Up the Conrad Greek trail to Meader Glacier and cramped in the morning. I stripped, divide into the lake and swam across the other shore and back. So it was the planning. Okay, how when he will be inside the water, when he will go for swimming, after returning from the swimming, how he can do himself to be surviving on the surface of water. Okay. Uh, the next morning, I dived into the lake and swam across the other shore and back. Just as Dog Corpon used to do it, I shouted with joy, and Gilbert Peak returned to the echo I had conquered. Uh, I had conquered my fear of water. So from the background, from the inner feeling. Okay, so he's able to see, he's able to express, he has completed the fear of water. The experience had a deep meaning for me. See, when you are in a pain, when you have lost your hand, you have lost your watch, you have lost some essential goods, definitely later on part you realize I have lost it in this situation, or I have lost this in this place. Similarly, here the working and making practice has improved or helped that William Douglas as a protagonist can remove uh, this kind of fear from his heart. The experience had a deep meaning for me. This experience had a deep meaning. As only those who have known stark terror, means deep terror, high terror, full terror, and conquered it can appreciate. Conquer it, how it can appreciate what is saying. The experience had a deep meaning for me. The experience had a deep meaning for me. As only those who have known stark terror, those who have seen the stark terror, and they can understand what terror is. And conquered it all appreciate. What is saying? Conquered it can appreciate. In death there is peace. In death there is peace. There is terror only in the fear of death. Underline it. Underline the students if you have textbook. The terror only in the fear of death. Only in the fear of death. Roosevelt knew, I told you in the beginning classes, in the introduction classes, Roosevelt is a president, ex-president of United States of America. Okay. I said it just to remember the quote, what I have shared in the introduction class. Roosevelt knew when he said, all we have to fear is fear itself. Underline the statement. Underline the statement if it is dealing with someone. Okay, what happened? What is saying here? Roosevelt knew when he said, all we have to fear is fear itself. We have to fear itself. We have to take precautions. What happened? Because I had experienced both the sensation of dying, underline it here. Okay, because I have experienced the sensation of dying and the terror that fear of it come produce. The will to live somehow grew intensity. So see, when you are growing, living your life, someone will come call and say these words, or the way you spoke was not good. So what happened here? I had experienced both sensation of dying and the terror. So he has experienced both sensation of dying and terror. You can understand the man who has gone through both the sensation. Okay, because I had experienced both the sensation of dying and terror, that fear of it can produce, the fear of it can produce the will to live somewhere grew in intensity. They were somewhere else to live, but now they're growing, grew in intensity. Okay, because what he's trying to explain, try to understand, repeating it again from the same line of Roosevelt, all we have to fear is fear itself. What we need to do it, we have to just fear the fear itself. See, inner fear, what we have to abolish, we have to throw, we have to delete. Then only the sensation of dying and terror, that fear of it can produce. So we have to see that this fear of fear of water will be trying to end. Okay. At last, I realized free to walk the trails and climb the peaks and to brush aside fear. So what he's talking about? Last I felt released, free to walk. I'm able free to walk the trails and clubs, the peaks to the brush aside fear. These are the few things how it connects with the part of fear. Okay, students, here I hope you're able to understand what I explained it. I hope, students, if there's any suggestions, if you have any problems, here you can write it down in the chat box. I'll try to contact him. Okay. So what happened at last? See the situations here, students. See the situations. At last, I felt released, free to walk the trails and climb the peaks and to brush aside from fear. So now he's able to decrease the fear he has lost. When the fear is over, he is able to overcome the fear. So you can see, once you are determined, once you're set up with your mind, you can overcome all the problems what we are able to face. That's why in the beginning classes, introduction classes, I have shared you this information. Students, I hope you remember it. I have shared with this information. Just I'm showing you in the screen. I'm just trying to show you in the screen. Try to see, just recall the lines of what I have shown you in the beginning class. Fear is not real. It is the product of thoughts you create. Danger is very real. Fear is a choice. Okay, fear is a choice. We have done in the last class, means very beginning class, I've shared with this concept and I've asked you to remember what lines that Roosevelt said it. So fear is not real, fear is not permanent. If we work on any kind of problem, any kind of thing, definitely today or tomorrow, we will overcome our problems. Okay, students? So here are the question. Here are the things we are able to complete the chapter from the textbook. Okay. The student is asking to explain the lines one more. Yeah, fear is not real. It is the product of thought you create. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice. Fear is not real. The whatever fear we have, definitely today or tomorrow, we can overcome. Today or tomorrow, we can overcome our fear. It is product of thoughts. When we think on something for a long time, that becomes a tension or fear we can see for something. Danger is very real. It is very danger, but fear is a choice. Fear is our choice. We fear, that's we choose to be fear. We are that's why we instinct of fear. Otherwise, real is definitely reality. We leave it. That's a real danger. That's a reality of life. Okay, but what we choose, that depends. That will show you the real thing. So I hope I am able to touch the course means our chapter properly. I'm able to explain the chapter properly. If you have any doubt, you can write to me. Last class, I have shown you some contextual questions. These questions I have asked you to write it down to go for practice, students. Okay, think as you read. These are the short questions. If you have done it, well and good. If not, start working out the questions, get the solution, and then these three questions. Why was Douglas determined? See, in the question it's given itself, he was very much determined to get over his fear of water. Why was Douglas determined? Yeah, you need to answer. Write it down and just take a click of your answer and share in the WhatsApp. I'll read the answer and I'll let you know. The practice makes a man perfect. So start practicing the questions, and definitely today or tomorrow you will be able to overcome your problems. Okay, students. So here comes to an end of the chapter, but two more questions I'll be discussing. How did the instructor build a swimmer out of Douglas? The process of teaching. How did he teach? What are the steps he's taken? In a very shortcut way, you are going to answer. These are not the long questions, but we can put this kind of question also in long questions. So it does not confirm you this question will come or that will not come. I cannot assure you, but everything is important. So similarly, how did Douglas make sure that he conquered the Otella? When did he declare last pass the experience at deep meaning? So here he has shared the experience. How did he conquer the audience? So here are the three questions what we have discussed. Okay, students, just write it down, take a snapshot and share to me. Okay, thank you all. If you have any doubt in the chapter, you can write it down immediately. I can explain to you, I can make you understand. If no doubt, come on, we'll take or we'll end our class and we'll meet in our next class. Before coming to an end of our session of our class, just I want that if you're a new user, new person who is watching video in my channel, do like my video, subscribe my video, and don't forget to press bell icon button. So that will help you whenever I'll be uploading the videos. Thank you, students. I take sign off. Bye bye. Thank you. Enjoy your time in shutdown situations. Okay. So some messages there in the chat book. Let me see, and we'll. Okay, no doubt. Thanks. Thank you, students. Yeah, the students are writing. No doubt. No problem. So thank you, students. Bye bye. Okay. Enjoy and try to solve the short questions. And the next class I'll be coming up the new topic, a recapitulation first, then new topic. And in the recapitulation part, we'll be discussing some short questions or MCQ. And be ready, students, for the again MCQ test as in the last week we have conducted, and subjective questions. Be ready for that event. Okay, thank you all. Take bye bye. Thank you.